Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Sayannita and today we're gonna cover variables and constants. So basically variables and constants are like the alphabets of English. If you don't know them, you can't write or study computer languages. Now this is the part 1. There's gonna be another part and another part. One of them is gonna be on the basics, well, not really basics, I rather say the types of variables, the depths, and part 3 is gonna be the types of constants. And then I'm gonna give out other videos on computer languages. Another thing, as you can see, my throat is a bit sore, but I still needed to make this video because as promised in my first video, I am gonna put one video every week at least. Therefore, even though my throat is sore, I needed to make this video. So without further delay, let's start with our lesson. So first thing which we need to learn is what are variables and constants. Now, a variable is a container that changes its value. So, okay, now I'm not telling you this in a computer sort of language just so that you guys understand it better. Right? So, like, as if on Monday you're like, so, oh my god, I need to start school again, or I need to start work again, or something like that. And on Friday, you're like, yay, we have the weekend, sort of thing. So, variables are like your mood, it changes from time to time. I'm gonna give examples, so don't take tension. Right? I'm gonna give examples, but before that, let's see what are constants. So, a constant is like locked in. There are no changes, there are no surprises. It's like, one uncle who always tells the same story at family dinners. Or you can also consider it like an aunt who always gives you a same scarf every Christmas or something like that. So now we're gonna see real life examples. And I know that I'm not giving out the videos in a computer language sort of thing because it's not for studies. Computer is a fun subject, which most people think that it's not. And I want to change that. A computer is a pretty fun subject if you study it in that way. Because, like, computer constant is like an uncle who always tells the same story. Learn it like this. It's not like boring and you need to remember steps, you need to learn languages. It's so fun. You can create stuff with it. Okay, now let's continue. So you can consider it like that or any way you want. You just need to remember that constant is same. You can also remember it like this, that constant in English language, it means like something is constant, something is same. So so a constant is constant and variable, so it can vary. You can remember like that if you want to. Now, let's see some real world examples. Now, I am not giving you definitions because the computer I teach, it's like more like practical, not mainly writing question answers. So, suppose you have your exams coming up and you're just seeing this channel for studying stuff. And then let me tell you, this channel is not gonna make you learn stuff, the definition that's in your book. But first see this video. So suppose in the video I'm showing you what is a constant. You see that and then you go back to your textbook and you read the definition of constant. So you know what is a constant and you read your definition. Then you write out your definition. After writing out your definition, you'll see that you have learned up your definition by then. And don't just learn it up like some random words. Think about the definition while learning, right? Okay, let's continue now. So we have covered what is a constant. Now, next, we'll go to real world example. So variable is like a temperature. It's always changing. Sometimes it's 22, sometimes 70. Now, if you're watching it somewhere else from apart from UK, then maybe your temperature is different, but in UK these are the average temperatures, so I'm just telling you that way. So sometimes it's 17, sometimes it's 20, or in some places it's like 50 degrees or something. So now let's continue. So a temperature outside, it's changing hourly, or sometimes it changes per minute or something. But constant is like a speed of light. It never changes until physics decides to have drama. Now that's really advanced, so I'm not gonna tell you more about it. But yeah, physics can change the speed of light. Probably you've read it in your textbook, or probably you didn't, so that's why I'm not gonna tell you that. Now, let's see in programming. In programming, variable, it's also like algebra. In algebra, like sometimes it's x plus y equals to 10. No, wait, never mind. X plus 3 equals to something. So that something can change if the value of x changes. So if the value of x is 7, then something is 10. So the value of x can change. There is no proper value. Like here in programming, you can see that the age is 17. So we are saying that let the age be 17, or we can also write let the age be 18 or something like that. So then the age is going to change. So that's a variable. Now, a constant is like constant pi. So pi equals to 3.144 etc. So not going into that depths. But yeah, that never changes. And how to write that we're gonna cover in the next few videos, but for now let's concentrate on this. So basically variables are flexible, you can keep on changing them. But constants are non-negotiable, you can change them, they have to be the same. Now let's learn some types of variables. Variables can be classified into several types based on the kind of data they hold. Now, some common types include integers. I'm pretty sure every one of you know what are integers. They're whole numbers, correct? Floating point numbers, pretty sure every one of you know that. Correct, they are decimals. Strings, they are text, and booleans, they are true or false. In the next video, we're going to cover them in depth. And other important types are arrays, lists, and objects. They're so much complex that even in the next video, I'm just going to give you an overview, not much. Like they are like if you get a job and take, I don't know, Java or something. So that time you need to learn, but otherwise you don't, because it's really complex, but you can learn it. I am gonna try to give a video on that, a separate video on objects, right? That's probably gonna be the part 3 then or something. Yeah, but I'll manage that, don't worry. Just click on the bell icon and subscribe so that you get the first notification. Okay, now let's see what are the type of constants, but first let me explain, right? So variables can be integers, so we can say x equals to 10, that's like an integer. Or we can say x equals to 1.1, that's a floating point number. We can say x equals to h. I know you don't write it like this, but I'm just gonna tell you like that. And so then that's a string, and we can say x equals to true. Then it's a boolean, right? And arrays and objects, I'm gonna tell you later about them. Now, this is really, really important what I just said. So please, if you couldn't understand, rewind the video and keep watching it until you do. Now, to the next one. What are the types of constants? Now, constants can be broadly classified into several types, including integer constants, saying we already learned about them, floating point constants, learned about them, character constants, we didn't learn about them, that's why I'm not going to explain them. I'm going to explain them in the next video. And string constants, learned about them right now, and Boolean constants, we learned about them also. So I'm pretty sure you guys understood this. It's nothing to be understood really, but our next 4 videos or 2 videos are going to be really, really, really important. So wait for them, and don't forget to click on the bell icon, otherwise how will you know? Right? Okay, let's continue now. Enough of advertising. Just joking, guys. Okay, we're gonna learn why use variables. Come on, man. Can't we just use constants? Here's the answer. Variables are used to store information, to be referenced and manipulated in a computer program. So suppose we say, this is a really weird example, but I'm still gonna give it to you. Okay, suppose I say that when my age is 17, then do this, but after a year when my age is 18, then do that. So on the basis of this, every year my age changes. So therefore the variable can be the same. That is why we can't use constants then, because then we need to rewrite the whole code. And they're not really short, they're really long, so they're making apps and stuff. That is why we write them like this. This is the main use of variables. They also provide a way of labeling data with a descriptive name, so our programs can be understood more clearly by the reader and ourselves. So basically, they are labeling the data. They're giving that 17 is the age or something like that. So they are labeling it so that the programs can be understood by the reader and ourselves. Or we could just have given, instead of age, we could have written x equals to 17. Nobody would have understood that, right? Absolutely. Another thing. In one of the sentences, I said something completely wrong. I want you guys to message me in the comments or just comment it. What was it? Watch the video again and again, but I want it by the next video. Whoever does it first, let's see. Probably I'm gonna mention their name in the comments next video, right? Because by the time everybody comments and watches this video, I'm probably gonna make a new one. Therefore, malfunction in my slide. Oh my god, that was so sad. But anyways, continuing on, this was a random music I put on in my slideshow, but I didn't know it's gonna backfire this way. But anyways, let's continue. So, as you can see, we were learning about variables, so I'm probably gonna mention that person's name in the next video's comment section, the description section sort of thing. But, anyways, let's continue. Now, the summary part. So, basically, there was only one summary: variables change, constants remain, and I hope your code is bug free, guys. Okay, stay tuned for our next video next week. And subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to be the first one to get the notifications. Till next time, it's me, Sayannita, dropping off. Bye bye. So many hearts, guys.